That I'm not
This
sure of,
place.
Angelo, but
We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
we made
Of
it.
course. After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Naori.
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen the Sovereign was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse onto my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat, too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just... Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danon voice speaking through her?
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still. No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah! We can protect the world and save Shion at the same time!
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori. So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories
Is the reason for your curse.
the thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself, and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead, and it's for my sake, so I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Honestly, I'm just happiest that the white bandages match the white outfit. And you get the latest maiden one. It restores all allies' HP. Holy shit, that costs a lot of CP though. All the effects of cooking are active. I mean, I'll grab it, but still. That is expensive as hell. For you, Alphen, were we, And for you, how about extra damage? Nah. Actually, yeah. Critical hit restoration, considering we can critical hit actually a bit of consistently for you right now. And for you, how about... That's all you get. And for Dohalim, increase the stage for enemy downs, increase it for downs. You're actually missing 2 up here, and I don't know why or how. We'll save the rest. Oh wait, I didn't look at ours. And we got a new sword. All right. And new armor, and for her too. The woman with no walls. We got a skid unlocked.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
Oh, it already equips it. Good. And it is better than what I have already. Same with you. You guys have story armor. Let's go. Okay, yeah. This is the way to whatever's next. All right. It's just door to door to gate
That's
to door.
quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
Hey, another one of these things. Also a skit.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place... it reminds me more of being back inside the wedge.
Except the Danon astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renin Sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
That depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that art fills isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
All right. It's time for another boss fight. I wonder if I should actually go back, because I have material to make new weapons and such for everyone else, but... Like, go back here, but then we have to just walk through all of this again, because there's been no fast travel point at all just yet. Ah, well. We're living with it.
Volron! He really was still alive.
I fucking knew it.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in the machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renaissance. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible? What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
Red woman, level
They're not
48
feeling
though.
particularly talkative.
It's no use, Alfie. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting just here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
I think they're weak to light as well, or lightning. Ow. Okay, they're weak to light specifically. I don't exactly have that, I think, as an AoE, do I? I have Photon Flash. Electric Star and Celestial Hammer does partial light in them. For big ones, I guess, no, Divine Saber does partial light damage. It's light and lightning.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Now or never. Can't get out of this.
Demon Fang! Sword Rain out!
I never miss!
Shockwave Slash!
I'm going to need to use all the power
What?
of my
They just
healing
walked away.
arts to accomplish.
Oh god!
Let it rip!
Sorry.
Demon Fang!
Got fucking nuked.
Healing circle! I'll bring you back from
Demon
death to
Fang!
this.
Demon Fang!
Resuscitation!
Thank you.
I still got the fight right here.
Okay, you could also do AoE as well. Or you can do
A
light.
wailing dancy of lightning!
Stay away.
Do you require a head?
Go for that one.
Will this help?
That's more than one person getting hit.
Ready!
Their arcs are interrupted.
Here's Eagle!
Burn in hell!
Freeze Lancer!
Armor won't save you!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this.
Demon Fang!
Everyone group up over there, please.
Divine Savior! Tiger Blade!
Now or never.
Okay, looks like it actually is a bit more precise than that, so Celestial Hammer is not going to be the best anymore.
Here I come!
Electric shock by the power of flame!
That doesn't nowhere near enough, so alright, Divine Saber is going to be it.
Wyvern by the power
Oh no. I'm about to get fucked here.
Take care of
Yep.
No more playing nice! Into the shadows!
No further!
Armor won't save you!
By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace!
Demon Fang!
I still
Xion.
got the fight left in me! Explosion!
Ignite!
Hurricane burning strike!
Xion. Oh wait, I'm alive right now. I was just fucking standing there thinking, should I come back alive or not?
A wailing dancy of lightning!
I just ruined that entire opportunity then. Fucking alive and they're just
Ready to go!
They may be strong, but I'll never back down!
Here goes! First aid!
Wait, is anyone grouped up? They're not going to me.
Annihilation!
In a bind?
Into the astral energy!
Oh god, one random thing hit me right there. Thank you, Xion.
I've still got some eyes left in me for all the power of my healing art to accomplish it. Photon blast! A chain between heaven and earth.
You picked the wrong fight!
You won't.
Arc field!
Yeah, dodge, just dodge.
Out of ammo!
Not now, not ever!
Go get him! Thanks so much! Light astral chain between heaven and earth. Mega ray! A wailing dandy of lightning!
Wait, where are the other ones? They're all sort of lowish, so just go for the one that's near you and do your best.
In a bind?
You missed a lot, BB guy.
Ready and ready!
Photon blast!
Okay, photon blast hits actually not bad, like the amount of damage it can deal. Especially with these guys that are weak to it. I just dodged into an attack.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Damn it! He's awake!
And restrained, I'll have you know.
I should have thought as much.
So you know this place?
Naturally, it was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me?
You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean... Boron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a...
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron.
So he posed as a Renan and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Danon are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alma!
It's too late. You can't stay here.
We need to go. Alphen!
With no eyes, so many of the emotional moments where all you have is the eyes to convey it because of the drawing style is just lost, and we have just motion and that's it.
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
I mean, he showed he could get out of that, so he's just staying there for no reason then, right?
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Are you two okay?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Is Volron... have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renis Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's
time's
stolen
the
from
charm.
us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renis Alma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, and not in a good way like with us.
I'm about to say that he was like, I can easily get out of here, but he's been there for days and didn't try to run until now. But he showed that he could. He was in a trance, so I assume he would not be able to leave. His mind wasn't on his own. He got it back, and he showed he could just snap one out. But then I was gonna raise the question of, would he collapse? Because he took off an arm. Assuming those things are spread taut to keep him like just locked there. If he took out both of his arms, the bottom ones are not exactly pushing him up, so he would just fall flat on his face and have to tear his legs out. I was hoping he would do that and just sort of laugh at it, but no. If he's just gonna stay there, again, he can get himself out of there, and he's just wanting to lie in the bed he made. Second, this is the second time he has supposedly died and we've not seen the body. So he could still be out there. He might be a secret boss for all I know. We have a couple of those running around. Also, we have a skit. The Red Woman, I think it was called.
I didn't see that coming about Volron. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danon. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Shion? Dohalim? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena and Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renis Alma too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
This is... I don't know if it's actually feeding into my previous idea about what the story was going to or not, but at the very least, it has not disproved anything just yet. Wait, can I just warp out of here? No! We're not allowed to warp out. Again, another section of... either there's got to be a cutscene somewhere. If not, there's no reason for them to not let me just instantly go back to the ship. There's got to be a cutscene, some important thing's gonna happen, right? I mean, thankfully it's not as big of a walk as walking down the entire fucking tower that was the wedge, but still. Why stop me from warping out unless something big's gonna happen? Either character's gonna show up, we're gonna get another fight, or something's gonna break this entire place apart. They're gonna make you walk all that. Yes, don't do that to me, man. Don't say that. I'm scared. Okay, that means walking back through the dungeon as well. And why did that respawn? Oh god, no. Don't tell me that's to respawn. So that way I can walk back to the dungeon and not be limping after a boss fight. Because that'd be cruel. No. They would. Motherfucker! I don't need to fight you guys right now. We already did all that once. We don't gotta do it. I fight you guys though.
That's far enough!
I see one, eh?
Can't get out of this!
Chain between heaven and earth. A wailing
Everyone stay grouped up there, please. Please stay grouped up.
I'll burn it all!
Wait.
Flaming pillar! Fire!
That's a new one. He actually managed to use his new skill. Interesting.
glacial spear.
Oh god, the game's chugging a little bit.
Too fast! Stand back. I'll trip it up.
I'm
No further! Finish it!
Eon, astral energy, full throttle!
Oh god, stay awake.
Mega ray, celestial
Shattering pieces!
attack time! First aid! It's there!
Stop it.
Mega ray! Unlit field! Burning strike! We're good to go! In here! Freeze laser! How about this? Here goes!
You made me angry. That was a bad idea. Appreciate the help.
More where that came from! Light astral energy! Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant genesis!
Yeah, I don't know why they make us walk
With
through
this,
these. Like
I
again,
can
if there was a
become even
cutscene or
stronger.
something that the player has to see or a story beat, that I can get behind because that narratively needs to take place. So mechanically, it has to facilitate the story. That I can completely understand and get behind. But this whole thing of, oh god damn it, fine. I can stay there for all I care. But this whole thing of walk by. Why? No clue. Like in the Wedge, there was not even a cutscene that would play for you. You could walk down the entire tower and get no cutscene. They tend to even give you a fast travel point halfway through for some reason. Only for the cutscene to be outside of the tower, but you can fast travel not into the tower for some
what do you
reason.
say we fight
Even
that
though the
shiny
warp
man?
point would be at the base, inside. Just, I don't know why. Unless there's a cutscene immediately here, there's no reason to stop us.